As dawn awakens Vietnam's ancient rainforest, one of its greatest forest guardians begins another breeding season. For hornbills, partnership is built on patience. Trust between the pair is essential before the nesting season can truly begin. Only an ancient tree can provide the safety required to raise a family. Suitable nesting cavities are increasingly rare within tropical forests. Once inside, the female willingly seals herself away. For weeks, her survival will depend entirely upon her partner. The tiny opening is their only connection with the outside world. Through this narrow gap, every meal must pass. The burden now belongs to the male alone. Each successful journey keeps both mother and future chick alive. Deep within the safety of the hollow, a fragile new life has emerged. Hidden from the forest, its future depends entirely on devoted parental care.
With every passing day, the chick grows stronger. The constant rhythm of feeding gradually transforms a helpless hatchling into a young hornbill.
The nest has become too small for its growing occupant. Soon, the family must face the outside world once again. After months of isolation, the family is reunited. Yet the greatest challenge still lies ahead. For the young hornbill, the world is suddenly vast. Every movement demands courage, balance, and instinct. Its first flight lasts only seconds, yet it marks one of the most important moments in a hornbill's life. Learning where to feed is knowledge passed from one generation to the next. Ancient fig trees sustain countless lives within these forests. Mastering even the simplest meal takes practice. In nature, experience is earned one attempt at a time. Alertness is as valuable as strength. Remaining unseen is often the safest defense in the rainforest. Rain transforms the forest within minutes. Every creature simply adapts and waits for the light to return. Life quickly resumes after the storm. The rainforest wastes little time, and neither do its inhabitants. With every successful flight, the young hornbill grows more independent, relying less on its parents and more on its own growing abilities. Another breeding season draws to a close. Hidden within these ancient forests, the timeless cycle of life quietly begins again. With growing confidence comes greater freedom. The young hornbill is beginning to master the skies above its ancient home. Skills that seem effortless have been perfected through years of experience. Every lesson strengthens the next generation. Curiosity drives discovery. Exploration allows young hornbills to understand the complexity of the forest that will one day become their own. The rainforest is shared by countless species. Most encounters end not in conflict, but in quiet coexistence. When food is plentiful, the forest supports remarkable diversity. Ancient fig trees nourish an entire community of wildlife. Careful feather maintenance is essential. Every perfectly aligned feather contributes to efficient flight through the dense rainforest. Even the oldest trees provide more than shelter. They store water, food, and life for countless rainforest inhabitants. Independence arrives gradually. Every solitary journey prepares the young bird for adulthood.
Across the forests of Phong Nha, Bang, another generation takes to the skies. Protecting these ancient forests.
For the first time, the young hornbill must depend entirely upon its own judgment. Independence begins with a single confident flight. Patience is often rewarded in the rainforest. Sharing abundant resources allows many species to thrive together. Healthy feathers are a hornbill's greatest asset. Constant care keeps every flight efficient and precise. Each successful journey expands its world. The rainforest becomes increasingly familiar with every passing day. Observation is another powerful teacher. Young birds learn as much by watching as they do through experience.
Tropical storms arrive without warning. Survival depends upon adapting quickly to a constantly changing environment. The forest quickly awakens once more. Every shower renews the rich abundance on which hornbills depend.
Mastery comes through repetition. Every landing refines the skills needed for a lifetime in the canopy. Although largely independent, hornbills remain connected through the shared rhythms of the forest. Another day comes to an end. High above the forest floor, the young hornbill rests, ready for the challenges that tomorrow will bring. Every new territory offers opportunity, but also uncertainty. Experience is measured one forest at a time. Survival often depends not on strength, but on remaining unnoticed. Patience can be the safest response. Confidence returns quickly. Every successful escape strengthens instinct for the future. Even moments of rest serve a purpose. Careful maintenance ensures every feather performs perfectly in flight. Distance no longer presents the same challenge. The young bird now travels with the confidence of an experienced forest explorer. The oldest trees offer more than food. Their hidden hollows become lifelines during the warm tropical days. By watching experienced adults, young hornbills slowly learn the traditions that will one day shape their own families. Ancient forests continue to guide every stage of its remarkable journey. Here, each generation inherits a landscape shaped over millions of years. The journey from a hidden nest to the open skies is complete. One day, this young hornbill will return to begin the timeless cycle once again. Years have transformed the young survivor into a powerful adult. Now, the cycle of life is ready to begin once again. A healthy territory offers food, shelter, and the promise of future generations. Every call echoes through the ancient forest. Courtship begins not with haste, but with patience. Mutual trust must be earned before a partnership can flourish. Only the oldest forests provide nesting sites worthy of raising a family. Every ancient tree is irreplaceable. Choosing the right home may determine the success of the entire breeding season. Experience guides every careful decision. One remarkable breeding cycle quietly gives rise to another. The timeless ritual continues without interruption. Devotion defines the hornbill family. Every successful journey delivers hope concealed within the ancient tree. Ancient forests preserve far more than trees. They safeguard stories repeated across countless generations of wildlife. As one generation becomes the next, the forest keeps its oldest promise. Protect the ancient. With every sunrise, the ancient forest awakens to another chapter in an endless cycle of life. Duty never ends. Every successful journey brings another chance for new life to flourish. Hidden from view, the next generation waits patiently within the shelter of an ancient tree. The rainforest rewards constant vigilance. Every quiet moment helps protect the fragile future concealed inside. These forests have stood for millions of years, nurturing countless generations of wildlife beneath their emerald canopy. Every meal delivered is another promise kept, another investment in the future of the species. Long after the sun has set, life continues quietly within the ancient forest, following rhythms unchanged for countless generations. The story of one hornbill may end, but the story of the forest never does. As long as these ancient trees